Everybody's talking about how the Tampa Bay area has been booming, but here's what most folks don't realize. The real future of this region isn't just in Tampa itself, it's getting built all around it. Out on the edges, there are places where dirt roads are turning into highways, empty fields are becoming entire towns, and plans are in motion that could completely rewrite the map over the next decade. These aren't just small neighborhood projects. We're talking massive new communities, big-time commercial centers, and growth that's about to explode way beyond the city limits. And if you're thinking about moving here, investing, or just want to stay one step ahead, knowing where all this is happening could be the difference between catching the wave or missing it entirely. Because the future of the Tampa Bay region, it's getting written right now in places most people still overlook. So stay tuned, because I'm about to show you where the real action's going down for 2025 and beyond. People love talking about how the Tampa Bay area is on fire right now. Sunshine, beaches, folks moving here from up north. Yeah, we've heard all that. But here's the real story. Nobody's shouting from the rooftops. The future of this region is getting built just outside Tampa's borders. Out there, it's not just new houses going up, it's entire new lifestyles, new communities, and big visions that could totally reshape what the Bay Area looks like 5, 10, even 15 years from now. And you know what that means. More options than ever for how and where you live. And trust me, knowing where this kind of growth is happening, that's pure gold. Because let's be real, you don't want to be the person hearing about the next big thing after it's already too late. And these places, you're going to want to keep them on your radar. Let's talk about Wesley Chapel, Florida, because it's the suburban glow-up story everyone's talking about, and for good reason. This place is basically the Taylor Swift of Tampa Bay burbs. Wildly popular, getting bigger every year, and somehow always dropping new surprises. People love Wesley Chapel because it's got space to breathe, newer everything, good schools, and lower taxes in Hillsborough County. It's perfect for folks who want big new houses, shiny amenities, and that feeling that they're living somewhere that's still growing. Plus, it's right off I-75, so you can still zip down into Tampa if you're craving city life, but honestly, with what's happening out here, you might not even need to leave. And have you read the headlines? Wesley Chapel's about to get its own legit downtown. It's called Legacy at Wiregrass Ranch, and it's not just some strip mall. We're talking shops, restaurants, office spaces, and spots to hang out, all walkable, all shiny, and new. Imagine sipping a latte, working remotely from a cool cafe, then strolling over to dinner without ever leaving Wesley Chapel. That's where this place is headed, and it's not some far-off dream. It's already approved, and in the first phase, it's gearing up for the construction soon. Now, let's talk about hospitals, which usually is about as exciting as watching paint dry, but out here, it's a game changer. Orlando Health Wiregrass Ranch Hospital is under construction right now, set to open in early 2026, and that's gonna bring tons of jobs and specialized medical services, so folks don't have to keep trekking down to Tampa for healthcare. And get this, Johns Hopkins All Children's Pediatric Hospital is planning to break ground next year for a brand new pediatric center. A Johns Hopkins hospital? Yo, that's like getting the Tom Brady of children's hospitals right in your backyard. These aren't just places to get your tonsils out. They're giant economic engines that'll draw people in, boost property values, and keep Wesley Chapel firmly on the map. But hold up. It's not all hospitals and roads. There's talk buzzing about Lifetime Fitness and Whole Foods moving in. So yeah, soon you might be able to grab your green smoothie and your luxury workout without ever leaving the burbs. Plus, the Wesley Chapel Library is under construction and set to open in fall 2025, and a brand new Wesley Chapel YMCA is opening in summer 2026, bringing more community vibes, workout classes, and a cool place to hide from the Florida heat in July. It's all adding layer after layer to the lifestyle here. And we can't skip the big mixed-use developments popping up either. Double Branch is like a mini city in the making with offices, hotels, shops, and wellness spots. That first phase is wrapping up in 2025 with even more phases lined up for the future. Then, over at the new Two Rivers community, you've got the Landing. Now this is gonna be a private social club within the hottest community in 2025, breaking ground and underway. All of this, it's bringing more places to shop, eat, and hang out. And these kind of projects are how Wesley Chapel goes from nice suburb to a full-on destination. Now, I'm not gonna lie, traffic out there, it can be a beast sometimes, but Pasco County's working on it. Old Pasco Road's getting widened, Wesley Chapel Boulevard getting expanded starting this summer, and the new Overpass Road interchange is already helping folks dodge some of those I-75 headaches. Plus, there's a new north and south connector in the works to link New Tampa and Pasco, which should help keep things moving, at least until everyone discovers the lagoons again. So here's the bottom line. Wesley Chapel's not just a place to sleep at night anymore. It's turning into a spot where you can live, work, and have amazing healthcare, shops, dining, and maybe even paddle around in the man-made lagoons that look straight out of the Bahamas. All this growth means home prices have definitely climbed in recent years, but with everything that's coming, there's still some serious long-term upside out there. So if you want to be somewhere that's literally building its own downtown and attracting Beyonce-level hospitals, Wesley Chapel's a place to keep your eye on. And hey, any of these areas I'm mentioning in today's video, start calling your name, or you just want to see what it's all about and what's out there for you, reach out to us. And don't think we're too busy for you. My real estate team and I would love to show you around, help you dig in to all these new spots and see if there's a right fit for you. Our contact info is on the screen and down in the description. We want to be your Tampa real estate team of choice. But don't go anywhere, because next we're heading west to an area where the vibe's quieter, but the growth is still cooking. If Wesley Chapel's the flashy suburban superstar, Trinity's more like the cool, laid-back cousin who's quietly building an empire while nobody's looking. People love Trinity because it's got the perfect balance. You've got beautiful neighborhoods, green spaces, top-rated schools, and a vibe that feels peaceful and a little tucked away. But don't let that quiet reputation fool you, because Trinity's got some big things brewing that could totally change the game out here. And the biggest headline of all of them, it's an 800+ acre sports and entertainment complex that's gonna blow the doors off anything this side of Tampa Bay has ever seen. I read somewhere it could be 6 times the size of Disney Springs and the largest sports and entertainment destination in the entire country. So here's the deal. Right off State Road 54, there's this gigantic project in the works that's basically planning to turn Trinity into a destination for sports, concerts, festivals, shopping, the whole 9 yards. We're talking multiple sports fields, an arena for hockey and concerts, hotels, restaurants, entertainment venues, retail shops, even an esports facility. Can you imagine rolling up to Trinity for a weekend hockey game, grabbing dinner at a fancy new restaurant, and maybe hitting a concert on the same place? We are definitely not talking about a local rec center here, folks. This is the kind of complex that puts Trinity on the map regionally. And it's gonna bring jobs, it's gonna bring visitors and a ton of energy to the area. Developers are saying this place, it could attract tournaments and events that draw folks from all over the Southeast, which means businesses and hospitality across the board are gonna see a serious boost. Property values, well, you better believe they'll be riding the wave too. But Trinity's not just about sports fields and big concerts. There's a ton happening here that's making it super attractive for people moving into the Tampa Bay region. The nearby Starkey Ranch in Odessa is a perfect example. It's a massive established master plan community that's practically its own town, with miles of nature trails, community parks, splash pads, even its own town center and development. You've got folks out there riding bikes, walking dogs, and living that suburban Florida dream. And let's talk about roads for a second. State Road 54 has been getting widened like crazy to handle the influx of people moving in and out of Trinity, connecting it more smoothly to the Veterans Expressway and Pinellas County. And with all these new projects on the horizon, you could bet there's gonna be even more pressure to keep traffic flowing, because as much as people love peace and quiet, nobody loves sitting bumper to bumper when it's 90 degrees outside. Overall, Trinity's vibe is more chill than Wesley Chapel, but it's got real momentum happening under the surface. That 800-acre complex alone could completely change what people think when they hear Trinity right now. It's a bit of a hidden gem, but if all these plans come together, it's gonna be shining bright on the Tampa Bay map. So if you happen to be eyeing Trinity for that peace and quiet, it might be exactly what you're looking for, but only for now. You will want to keep an eye on things as it starts to evolve. And now I'm curious, which vibe's more your style so far? Do you like Wesley Chapel's big suburb energy, or Trinity's quieter scene that's about to get a major glow up? Or is neither and you want to brag about your favorite spot? Well, drop me a comment below and tell me your pick. I love hearing which neighborhoods y'all are obsessed with. But heads up, because next we're heading a bit further south to Parrish, where things are still quiet and rural, but there is a lot of movement happening. Now listen, a few years ago, if you'd mentioned Parrish, most folks locally would have been like, huh? where's that? Because for the longest time, Parrish was just farmland, cows and a whole lot of open sky. But fast forward to right now, and Parrish is basically the wild frontier of the Tampa Bay region's growth. It's one of those places where if you blink, you'll miss the bulldozers rolling in, laying down roads, and pouring foundations for entire new neighborhoods. It's transforming that fast, and it'll make your head spin. And here's why it's such a big deal. Developers have their eyes all over Parrish because there's room to build, and I mean build big. One of the biggest headliners out here, it's North River Ranch. This is not just some little subdivision, it's an entire master plan community stretching across thousands of acres. They've already got neighborhoods up and running with parks and trails and even new schools popping up. And get this, they're planning a whole village center packed with shops, restaurants, and spots to hang out. But Parrish, it's not stopping there. Sea Air, Rye Ranch, Summer Woods, Isle at Bayview, new communities are popping up left and right. The vibe, it's modern homes, family-friendly layouts, and tons of green space, which is perfect for folks who want a quieter, more spacious lifestyle, but still want to be connected to Tampa, Bradenton, or Sarasota. And let's talk roads for a second, because the roads down here are getting a serious glow up. The Fort Hamer Bridge opened a few years back and completely changed the game, giving people in Parrish a direct shot over the Manatee River and making commutes just so much easier. Now, there's a talk of even more expansion, plus new north-south connectors that'll tie Parrish into the bigger highway systems. What's that translate into? It translates into getting way less middle of nowhere and way more next big thing. Manatee's county's projecting huge growth here over the next decade, like tens of thousands of new residents moving in, which means more shops, more restaurants, and way more opportunities for folks wanting to get in before this area becomes the full-on main character. Right now, Parrish is still more affordable than most places like Wesley Chapel or even Trinity, but with this much building just happening, you better believe prices could climb as these projects fill out and the area becomes more settled. So if you're the type who likes the idea of new construction, a bit of elbow room, and getting in on the ground floor of Tampa Bay's next big suburban boom, Parrish is definitely a name you should know about. But listen, y'all, here's the big picture. Whether it's Wesley Chapel with its future downtown and all those lagoons, Trinity with its massive sports and entertainment complex, or Parrish transforming from farmland into a whole big boy suburb, the Tampa Bay region is changing fast. These places aren't just growing, they're rewriting the map for 2025 and beyond, and knowing where the growth is headed, that's how you stay ahead of the curve. But nothing, I mean nothing, is more important than finding an area that matches your lifestyle. So if you're thinking about making a move and need help narrowing in your search, reach out to me and my team. We'd love to help you figure out the perfect spot that fits your vibe and your future plans. And we want to be your Tampa real estate team of choice. And you're exploring, it doesn't have to stop here. Check out one of my playlists on the screen for more deep dives into Tampa Bay neighborhoods and everything you need to know about living in this amazing part of Florida. As always, thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.